Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone. Today we are going to practice Buddhanussati Bhavana. I hope this meditation will be helpful to all of you to learn how important it is for us to practice contemplation of the Buddha. So over here we have several Buddha statues right in front of you, and you also may be having many other wonderful Buddha statues in your house or at your temple or even in your memory. The most precious Buddha statue, Buddha image that you prefer, you can think of it. And then we think of the Buddha's amazing qualities one by one. So how many Buddhas do you know? How many Buddhas do you know already? Do you think you have met some Buddhas also? Maybe, yeah, definitely. I think you must have met some Buddhas for sure in the past. So it is important that we think of the Buddha, and it is also important that we try to practice the path of the Buddha. So this should definitely be an amazing way. If I ask you one thing, which way do you want to attain Nibbana? You don't have to answer. You just think, okay? You just think. If I ask you now, you answer in your heart. Do you want to be an arahanta? You can say in your heart, yes or no. Do you want to be a Pacceka Buddha? You want to see, you want to think, you want to decide. You can do it. Or you want to be a Samma Sambuddha. These are the three questions I wanted to ask you first. How important it is for us to decide which way for us to attain Nibbana. So these are, according to Theravada Buddhism, these are the three ways, only ways we can attain Nibbana. So right now, in this lifetime, if you want to attain Nibbana, what is the only option you have? To be an Arahant, right? Can we become Samma Sambuddha this lifetime? No.
Is we have a teacher, right?
Already we are in the Buddha's era. So there is no chance. And can you become Pacceka Buddha? No. Why? Pacceka Buddhas do not appear in the world when the Samma Sambuddha's order is there. Pacceka Buddhas appear only when Samma Sambuddhas are not there in this world. Their Buddha order, their Dharma order is not there in the world. Then only they appear in this world. So why these two several differences? Samma Sambuddhas appear into this world to self-realize the Dhamma. The Dhamma is already actually there. The Four Noble Truths, the three characteristics, the dependent origination. This true Dhamma is already there. But we are so overwhelmed with ignorance and craving and many other layers and layers and layers of defilement that we can really see the truth. So they appear from time to time. These Samma Sambuddhas appear after fulfilling their paramitas. They appear in this world and they realize the Dhamma all by themselves, and then they teach the Dhamma. Pacceka Buddhas appear in this world, they also self-realize the Dhamma, but they are not able to lead the community to the Nibbana, just like the way the Samma Sambuddha does. So Pacceka Buddhas are also very important. They can realize the Dhamma all by themselves, but there is a limitation for their capacity to teach the Dhamma, to lead the community, to get out of this samsara. That is their limitation. Arahantas, the enlightened other monks and nuns and even possibly lay people, they have a greater chance also to become arahanta, to enlighten, but they can do it by themselves. They need the help of the Buddha. Buddha, Samma Sambuddhas help them to attain the enlightenment. That Dharma they have to learn from the Samma Sambuddhas. So, Samma Sambuddhas are uh, the fewest, we can say, out of the others. Pacceka Buddhas can be more, and Arhantas can be many, many much more than um, any others. So during the last 2,500 years, we had only one Samma Sambuddha, but we had so many Arhantas, so many enlightened monks and nuns, bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, even lay Arhanta people were there, at least a few. So this means there is more opportunity for us to decide which way to go. It is up to us. When you are a leader, you have to dedicate your time and energy for the others. So you don't have time for your own welfare, well-being. So actually, you have to suffer a lot for the others. Sometimes you have to do many things for the benefit of the others. Sacrifice a lot your time and energy for the others. That way, Samma Sambuddhas. There are three kinds of Samma Sambuddhas. One is Panyadika Buddha, Samma Sambuddha, and the other is Viryadika Samma Sambuddha, and then we also have Saddhadika Samma Sambuddha. So Panyadika Samma Sambuddhas need less time than the other two to attain Samma Sambuddha. And when you want to also become Samma Sambuddha, if you decide today, let's say you want to decide, oh, I don't want to become Arahant, I want to rather help so many other sentient beings. I want to lead so many other suffering sentient beings to the Nibbana. Then you have to mentally we call mano pranidhana. So you mentally think this is also a kind of paramita that I want to become Samma Sambuddha, but I am not confident enough to say in word. I just think I saw the Buddhas, I saw other Buddhas in the past. I was inspired uh, by seeing such wonderful, wonderful Buddhas, having heard the stories of the Buddhas and their sacrifice. I felt so good. I want to become one like that. That can happen to any of us. And then if you think, you also have to work on um, like 10 precepts is a good way to begin with. Dasa Sila is the good way to begin with. So, and then you can also think of more how to fulfill those paramitas. Paramitas, upaparamitas, and paramatta paramitas. In fact, it is 30 paramitas, 30 paramitas in that way. Some Buddhas have to fulfill. So you have to learn more about that. You have to also ask maybe some of those still compatriot. There can be other people, other monks maybe. They are also working on this, and you can also consult them how to do that. Or you can even go through these stories or the teachings all by yourself and fulfill your practices accordingly. So that is important way to think of the Buddha, Samma Sambuddha. Or if you say, I'm not into that, I just don't even want to, work like the Arahantas. I just want to all be myself. I'm very private kind of person, private Buddha kind of person, personal Buddha kind of person. I just want to somehow get out of this samsara. I will do it. And then accordingly, you have to practice paramitas, paramita and upaparamita, 20 paramitas. And the arahantas are the ones that fulfill more, less paramitas compared to them. And out of this also, if you see like Agasavaka or Agasavikas, they work more. Let's say like you want to be foremost among the wisest monks or nuns, then you have to work accordingly. Or you want to have become the foremost among the psychic powers, then you have to work accordingly. You have to work a little bit extra. And the other normal, just Arahant members, they don't need to do that much either. So there is an opportunity for all of us to decide where to go, which way to go to attain Nibbana. So thinking that uh, we inspire ourselves, we work on our spiritual plan and fulfill paramitas. Think of it before practicing, but even just practicing can be helpful. You can eventually decide. Be confident of yourself, what way to go. Okay, so now I would like to invite you to have a look at the Buddha statue. Open your eyes, take a good look at the Buddha statue right in front of you. And by looking at this Buddha statue, we actually do not try to um, think of this Buddha statue, the statue alone. Not really. We think of all the Buddhas in the past. Yecha Buddha Atitacha, Yecha Buddha Anagata, Pachupanna Che Buddha, Ahang Vandami Sabbada. how many Buddhas were there in the past and how many Buddhas are going to be there in the future, and also the present current Buddha that we know of, that is the Shakyamuni Gautama Buddha, and all these Buddhas I pay homage to all those wonderful qualities of all those Buddhas. So through this statue, we think of their all these three times Buddhas of all the three times. That is the idea. And then there are immeasurable, innumerable qualities of all these Buddhas. Even one Buddha, we cannot really calculate. Incalculable are their qualities, are their virtues. So we think of some of those qualities which are included in the Itipiso Bhagava Araham. I think you know that, right? We pay homage to the Buddha every day in the morning by chanting that. Do you remember? Shall we try? Do you want to try? Okay. Itipiso Bhagavaraham Samma Sambuddho Vijjacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavitu Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarathi Sattha Deva Manusanam Buddho Bhagavati. Okay, now there are 9 virtues of the Buddha according to this Gatha, and one of the qualities, or even all of them, are okay to reflect upon. Let us reflect upon at least one. Let us reflect upon the Araha quality of the Buddha. What does it mean? What is the meaning of Araha? Araha means the enlightened one, the one who has eliminated all forms of defilement. That is Arahanta, or enlightened being means. And then we also have Arahanta. He is supremely enlightened, and he was also self-enlightened, and he has completely eradicated all forms of defilements. He is completely pure in his mind. No way to come back to this samsara anymore. He has eradicated. He has completely abandoned the root cause of samsara. No more tanha, no more craving, no more desires, no more attachment, nothing. And therefore, he is not subjected to be born again, ever again in this samsara. No birth for him. No birth means there is no way for him to get old or get sick, or even he is no more subject to be death, because he already has undergone the parinibbana, kanda parinibbana. So there are two kinds of parinibbanas that I will um, mention briefly, like Khandha Parinibbana and Kilesa Parinibbana. Kilesa Parinibbana is the living Buddha, the Buddha who has eliminated all kinds of bonds, all kinds of attachment, all kinds of desires, cravings, defilements. That is Khandha Parinibbana. When the Buddha's physical body dies, that is called Khanda Parinibbana. The other one is Kilesa Parinibbana. When you when he attained the enlightenment under the Bodhi tree at the age of 35, that was Kilesa Parinibbana. When he passed away, under the Sala tree of Kusinara, it is called Kandha Paranibbana. So there is no more birth, no more decay, no more suffering, nothing for him ever again. He has completely ceased his sansaric circle. That is why he is called Buddha. And now he is also not, when he as a Buddha does not do anything wrong, does not commit any mistake, even in secret. This is again um, indicates the supreme power, supreme purity of the Blessed One. So we need to think of all these wonderful, wonderful qualities of the Blessed One, of the Samma Sambuddha, of this supremely enlightened one. Thinking thus, we pay homage to the Buddha. We think of these qualities, one quality, just think of it, just contemplate on this quality, and then we also try to inculcate this wonderful quality to eliminate, to abandon, to eradicate this defilement, this attachment, these impurities from ourselves, to purify ourselves. This is the idea when we practice Buddhanussati. This is called Buddhanussati. Buddha Anussati, contemplating on the Buddha. And remember, Buddhanussati will not help you to attain jhana. Buddhanussati is just an extension. It's a supplementary meditation for you to better focus on your main meditation. Let's say you are focusing on anapanasati, and then let's say now you can't really focus on that. You feel sleepy, or you feel tired, or you feel so full after lunch or something. You have no motivation, and here we go. With the Buddhanussati, we can motivate ourselves, we can inspire ourselves, and then we can switch to the other main meditation technique later on. So, Buddhanussati is a wonderful way to motivate ourselves to go to switch to our main meditation technique. Okay? Any question? Okay, right. So this meditation can also be practiced while standing. Anyway, you don't have to even close your eyes. You can even open your eyes and look at the Buddha. Keep gazing at the Buddha. You can do it, or you can just close your eyes and um, have that photographic memory of the Buddha, and then think of the Buddha's quality, and then you can practice on this quality. Okay, so thinking thus, we will practice. So some people even practice like Buddho, 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 right? Arahang, Arahang, Arahang. You can just do the way you want. You just think of it. Arahang, Arahang, Arahang. Um, it's also fine. And in Sri Lankan tradition, they also say, So Bhagava itipi Arahang, Arahang vata so Bhagava, Arahantang saranang gacchami, Arahantang sirasa namami. So you keep repeating this arahanta quality of the Buddha, and then out of so much purity in your heart, saddha, confidence in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, so much respect towards the Buddha, we think of, we contemplate on the arahanta quality. Okay, maybe I can repeat, you can contemplate. Okay, eventually you can also do it, and or you can also think, just repeat the word arahant, whichever way is fine, or just remember the meaning of this arahanta quality. That will also work for you. All right, let's practice this that way then. Let's practice for some time. Maybe sometime I will repeat and then we go silent and practice and keep yourself inspired and motivated and think of the Buddha's amazing qualities and be stronger and more peaceful and more encouraged within when you do that. Okay. Tipiso Bhagavaraham Samma Sambuddho Vidyacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavido Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarathi Sattha Deva Manusanang Buddho Bhagavati. So Bhagavaiti Arahang Arahang Vat So Bhagava Arahang Tang Saranang Gacchami Arahang Tang Siraka Namami. So Bhagavaiti Arahang Arahang Vat So Bhagava Arahang Tang Saranang Gacchami Arahang Tang Sirasa Namami. So Bhagavaiti Arahang Arahang Vat So Bhagava Arahang Tang Saranang Gacchami Arahang Tang Sirata Namami. Arahang 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 Arahang. Such indeed is the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. The Buddha is called Arahang because he has abandoned all the defilements, all the attachments, all the desires. He has become completely pure, completely pure, and completely pure. He is worthy of respect. He is worthy of hospitality. He is worthy of veneration. He is worthy of offering all the four requisites by all men and all devas, deities. The Blessed One, the Supremely Enlightened One, does never commit a mistake, even in secret. He is so pure, sublimely pure. To that supremely enlightened Buddha, the Blessed One, I pay my homage. I pay my homage. I pay my salutation. I pay my utmost respect. I have great confidence in the Buddha, the Supremely Enlightened One. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pe Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pe Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyang pe Buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyang pe Buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyang pe Dhammang saranang gacchami. Tateyang pe Buddhang saranang gacchami. I go to the Buddha as my refuge. I go to the Buddha as my refuge. I go to the Buddha as my refuge. A second time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. A second time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. A second time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. A third time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. Third time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. A third time I go to the Buddha as my refuge. Ye cha buddhati tacha ye cha buddhanagata paccuppanna ca buddha ahang vandami sabbada. To all the Buddhas in the past, to all the Buddhas in the future, and the present Buddha, I pay my utmost respect, my salutation, and my homage. Nati me saranang anyang buddho me saranang varang. Nati me saranang anyang buddho me saranang varang. Buddheyo kalito doso buddho kamatutang mamang uttamangena vandehang padapang suvaruttamang buddheyo kalito doso buddho kamatutang mamang. I go to the refuge of the Buddha. There is no other refuge for me. I pay my respect to the Supremely Buddha's noble quality, Arahant quality, and all the other noble qualities, the noble virtues of the Supremely Enlightened Blessed One, the Samma Sambuddha, the perfectly enlightened one. Now let us silently practice the Buddhanussati Bhavana, thinking of the Buddhas, perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddhas, any of the Buddha quality. Just take a good long deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. And then slowly release and relax. Keep your palms together close to your heart and say 3 times. Sadhu. 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 Slowly and gently open your eyes and pay respect to the Buddha. Okay, now we will go for a. Can we go for a walk?
Of course. It's
Okay. And then we can